Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! First some house cleaning as always. There is a 3-minute delay on that stream. That also means that I'm not going to be entering any rooms until the 3 minutes is up. And there we go, we're now back in the garage. There are no rewards for watching this stream aside from epic gameplay and... yeah, that's basically it. You can speak whatever language you want in the chat as long as you are civil and polite. But if you have any questions for me, then you will have to ask them in English. So, hello everyone. We're just gonna have fun with it tonight. We are following group 2 today, so let's have a quick look at what they're doing. This is our group. We have Isra, Rejects, I, Pog, OGT, Ins. I think they mean wanted and unlucky. We've seen a few of these teams last season and they were epic, so I'm really looking forward to watching them play. We should start it off again with Rejects like we did yesterday, and we will following them against Wanted. They're a very serious team, pun intended. Oh god, basically my level of humor is generally dad jokes, just so that you're warned, that is, yeah. But for the rest, we've got, of course, all these clans are here. Everyone here wants these cups. It's nice to see some old favorites back. And of course, some very renowned names like E.G. and Jones are both back. And basically, the thing is that it's very hard to keep track of who is where. Because basically, pro players tend to change their names a lot and tend to move around a lot. So that makes it a bit more difficult to follow what team is basically existing or which players exactly and how much experience they have. But we've got quite a few new tags with old people in there. Well, not old people as in age, but old people as in pros that have played for many seasons already. But yeah, we are starting it off today with Rejects versus Wanted. They're all, oh god, they're all serious. Okay, I want to have a look at that team right now. I want to see all the names. Lucifer, Amore, Red Baron, No Idea, Infinity, Most Wanted, Right Rose, Bibra. And of course, there's also 2 names that are not actually serious. So those are the people that we're going to be watching playing. Rejects not all there right now, but they will be soon. They still have just over 2 minutes left to get their teams together. We are starting it off in Openstadt. We see the 2 grills making an appearance again. I have a feeling that we're going to see the same boost strat, that they're going to try that again. And on Wanted side, they are all completely ready with an IS-7 and 140, 3 113s, a VK90 and a Super Conqueror. The thing though is with the boost strat, with the grill, it can work out really nicely. But if you have a met that spots them, then they are pretty much, well, not necessarily doomed, but they're likely to lose a lot of HP trying to get to safety. Even if getting to safety means just dropping down. 1.5 minutes left to go. Let's see, they do, oh, they start actually on the other side than where they did the boost strat, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, so that we're not going to see the boost strat on this game, but we might see it next game. They would need more players though. Tony Kawana also going offline, that's generally not a good thing either. But they're taking 3 VK72 so far. And there we go, 6th player has arrived. Tonikawa does need to get back online because that would generally help. And they need a 7th player. There we go, that's better. We see 4 VK72s, an AMX54, an IS4 and another IS4. That is an interesting lineup. Basically, I said yesterday as well, it doesn't really look that they're taking it all that seriously. Which, to be honest, if you have... They definitely take the armor, but if you can use that armor and you can use the focus fire of your team versus a team that you believe that you are statistically stronger than, and to be fair, they are pro players, they have been around for a long time, so yes, they do have the upper hand here, then you can use this sort of stuff. So let's see, here we go. In the meantime, I cut my finger yesterday while cooking, and it's actually hurting more today than it did yesterday, so that's fun. It's my middle finger too, so I can give people the finger and like, oh my god, I'm hurt. Look at that. Like I said, my sense of humor is very juvenile. But yeah, also it's a little bit different today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was double elimination, today is single elimination. And that also means that basically, whenever you lose, you're out for the night. And you want to win all you can because you want to get the cups. And the cups will determine whether or not you reach the top 8 in the end, so there's that as well. So we've got all the VKs heading towards the town, except for one VK who's heading to the back to get to behind the building. Wanted is saving some tanks in their spawn. Serious Lucifer has been spotted. My game derped a little bit. Coil is capping. Playmaker and Scorpion Drago are arriving there. Poor Sirius is not showing... Well, he is showing the best part of his tank to rejects. But I'm pretty sure that that's not what they wanted to happen. He is turning around again. Base C has been capped. Base A is being capped. And we have rejects pushing in. Now going after... No, they're still going after Sirius and he gets taken out. Base B is being kept. Everyone is taking damage. They're now focusing on Sirius right rows. He's the preferred target for rejects. And he is almost gone, having next to no HP left. Scorpion Drago has to turn around again, but shoots Red Baron. White Rose is still alive, but Red Baron is not going to be long for this world either. Scorpion Drago might actually die before that though. Sirius Amore takes out Scorpion Drago. And basically it's just sort of like a free-for-all thing. Tonikawa turning around, taking out Sirius White Rose. Amore Most Wanted are all gone. Only Sirius No Idea and Sirius Bibra are left. There goes, no idea how to pronounce that. EH. And Bibra is the last one left alive, and you can't angle in that many directions. Brain looking to shoot, probably wants to kill steal. He actually takes the hit, and there you go, he kill steals. And the first match is for the rejects. And just to reiterate, I don't really agree with the name. These are no rejects in any way, shape or form. But it's sort of like a meme because people kept calling them that, and then they were like, okay, this is gonna be our tag out and we're gonna make it our strength. And I can't fault them for that. I still do not feel comfortable calling them that because, like I said, they're anything but rejects to me. So that is the first game up and over. It is best of 5. That also means that there will be a lot of dead time in between the matches. But I've got some replays to entertain you in that. So for the second game on Alpenstadt, we see an E100, an AMX 54, another E100, a VK72, a 268-4, a Super Conqueror and an IS-4 for rejects. And on wanted side we see 2 IS-7s, a 140, 2 113s, an AMX 54 and a Super Conqueror. No grill boost strat this time, looks like. And to be fair, it is an interesting tactic. The thing is that if they have a med on the med side that spots those grills, then they're never going to be able to farm as beautifully as they did yesterday. Because yesterday it did work out. 35 seconds left to go. And then we get to see what happens. Nothing much happening so far. Spectate is being set. Nagibalto does need to ready up if he actually wants to spectate though, but as you can see he cannot see the reds and I can. That's the prerogative of being a streamer. And let's see, here we go. And let's have a look. I do really like the purple camo though, it's so pretty. Koi and Playmaker both sporting it. Playmaker wants to attack, he wants help. And they're going to the town. Whereas all of Wanted is focusing on the base A side this time. So that's gonna make things interesting. Schlobin at the back there. Now you have Playmaker. Blind ooh, no, that wasn't a blind shot. That was a lovely pen. Bobby going into the middle. Has not been spotted so far. Caps base B on that side, which is a very cheeky move. But if it works, if you manage to cap the base like that, they are blind shooting the base, but he is not where they think he is. And that allows... Look at all the... This is why I like the tracer lines, honestly. It works so well. And he does land a tiny little shot there. And he just makes it more mean. Because that's like... Yeah, I was here all along. So now we have Tonikawa and Koyo going after Angeli. No idea. Wanted going back towards their spawn. Shots being fired. Koyo might be in trouble. Might have been a bit too forwards there. Brain also taking damage. But they are being bled. They want to get the 140 out of the way. Koyo not getting that shot in. Tonikawa, they're now focusing on Sirius because he's the easiest armor to shoot right now. D100 Bobby arriving. And there's some micro battles happening. Bibra gets taken out. Tonikawa's not looking too healthy, but Most Wanted is not even looking in his direction. The focused fire is not quite there for Wanted. Tonikawa takes them out. And now we have Most Wanted. And it is 6 versus 3. White Rose there. Putting back. And we have Schlobin getting taken out by Lucifer there. And now it is 5 versus 3. But Rejects has the bases. And now basically they have no chance. Sirius taken out and we already reached the 1k point, and Rejects has this game as well. Brutal little game. This is the thing though, like they are the focus fire is just on point for Rejects here, and even when they're pushed, you could see that with Wanted, when they were pushing, they were not focus firing, they were shooting whomever, and that kept the guns from Rejects alive longer. And that basically allows them to turn the game to their advantage back again. That is the difference basically in, I'm gonna say level. I do not mean that as an insult to Wanted in any way, shape or form. But experience in tours, when you're more experienced playing like a team, that focus fire comes naturally. And that helps a lot. So now we're getting ready for main runes. We see Rejects now sporting a mouse, an AMX54, an IS4, a Minotauro, a 121B, oh, a Caro, and a Spaghetti 65. Can you notice the tiny little hint of massive jealousy in my voice there? I really want a Caro, honestly. And on Wanted side we see an LT, 3 VK72s, a 60p, a 113 and an IS4. And now we're gonna see like some good German steel that can work out really well. At the same time, you have to be able to use the armor effectively. And I kind of expect to either that they get promoted 6 ways to Sunday, or that they're just going to be pincered and you can only angle your tank in one direction. Now they're taking 5 VK72 60p and a LT, but if they lose this game, then they're out for the night. And that would mean that rejects is through to the next round. Oh, I want that tank. And even like in the purple camo and everything, it just looks even better. Totally not gushing or anything about it. So Wanted is focusing entirely on the base A side with that basically slow speed aside from Serious Lucifer. And all that German steel makes sense. Base C is being kept. We have Brain crossing over. Mr. Cod has been spotted. They know where they're going. Now we have Serious Lucifer arrived there without getting spotted, so they also know that the light tank is there. And now we have Infinity, who has been spotted, is actually getting blocked a bit by his teammate. Takes a hit for that, take more hits than for that. Nice little bounce there. And now they both got a base. Slight point advantage. Look at the Mets flanking around. They're going to find White Rose here. And they're both auto reloaders. Scorpion Drago and... ooh, they both got spotted there. And are actually getting shot. They're all turning around. And going after the Mets. The Mets are like, yeah, let's not be there anymore. And as a result, we have rejects now. Moving around again. Serious in trouble. Big hit into him. Now we have Slowbin arriving. Serious wanting to not be there anymore. Look at that. Massive hits there. And now they're not capping the base, they're just holding right now. This is kind of like a turkey shoot. White Rose is being set upon by Playmaker here. Is being taken out there by Bobby. Most Wanted gets taken out. They're just whittling them down. This is basically, there's little battles happening all over the place. And that shot not going into Coil. Mr. Cod and Lucifer have both been taken out. It is 7 versus 3. Coil is just basically running around trying to not get killed. And he might get away with it too. Ooh, Slowbin actually fired his reserve shot. That is how confident they are right now. And now, there you go. It's a 7-0. And they are through to the next round. And I say that with the reserve shell thing. Ah, it is Angel. Okay. Okay, so the unpronounceable name for me, Serious Angel. Angeli wasn't even that far off. Anyway. Lovely little game again. Very brutal. 10k damage difference, just over. And that is the first matchup up and over. So let's see, when is our next game? Because we have until then to wait, which is in 35 minutes. So like I said, I've got some replays for you. So I'm going to be showing you those. I've got, let's start with a game from a Professor A. Another one in the T49. I got some really lovely replays all in all though. Let's see. You know, one of my more favorite maps as well. 4 bases makes it like, I like Supremacy because it allows you to influence the battle more. And you can just get more done. Take a fast shoot to both teams so I can rewatch the stream and focus on every detail on the battle. I'm not entirely certain what you're asking for. I always use the bird's eye view because I believe that that shows more of what is happening. Because it's a team game. There's no singular performance that... Well, some moves, yes, but generally it is team play. That is why I always show a more wide view generally when I stream tools. Because I want to show you what all is happening and how it's all influencing one another. That's why you pretty much never see me focusing on a specific little thing. And here is the... I don't think that's gonna hit. No, he's not daring it. Ooh, there's someone actually there. And he does get spotted. He's not actually shot though, and now he's being very careful again. This seems like a very passive game, not gonna lie. Oh my god, that shot though. That was beautiful. Let's see. He's being a bit very, very careful here. See, the thing is that I would have long since shot the Chimera when he was crossing into the base. Ooh. That was a low roll. There we go. That's you now turning around. If he pushes over though, no, he's actually, his teammate's not even looking in the right direction for help. Now he is. There you go. Nice. 4v3, they have the A side. It's not actually going for the bases here. Let's see if you can spot anyone. There's one. Oh, we did get spotted for that. I don't think he's spotted anymore. Nice. Yeah, I think you could have waited to take the shot there before you dropped down, to be honest. So that's what you had the bush for. No, it's just the defender and the chieftain. Chieftain actually went the other way now. Which probably means that they're both looking in that direction. Ooh, I thought for sure you were gonna ram him there. Oof. Yeah, you kind of did that yourself. There we go. Now it's just a chieftain. Hey, Vengeance. I think he's trying to run or hide. He will get another shot in. No, just... I've never understood this. Like, you have so much HP, you can easily take a shot and just make that kill for you a lot more secure to take. That shot on the MU in the beginning, though, that was brilliant. So there we go. Let's see, what else have I got for you? And this was... I don't even remember this game. That's always making me wonder, what on earth? Let's see. I wasn't the Emil 2, and I was basically, I just had a seasonal on this, so it's just like, whatever. So I'm curious. I don't really remember what happened, but I know the end result. Let's see, sporting the lovely blue butterfly effect camo. This is the thing, like, even when the whole team goes to A, I have to speed boost. And the reason that I go here anyway is because I don't want the Reds to have a cap advantage. So I decide to go here and see if I can spot who's there. And if I can shoot them. And I can. Of course that did nothing, because I'm an idiot, but at the same time, I've given us a bit of a point advantage. So now I just want to go back and head back to my team and see if I can help them over there. Because this is the thing that I've noticed generally. I either lose my teammates too quickly or not quickly enough. Like, either they get all the damage in before I even get there, or I don't get anything done. Ooh, game derping a little bit there. So I've got the T30 coming up behind me, so I just basically want to be here and then turn around and see if I can handle the T30. I can eat a shot, that's no problem. And I will eat a shot here. But I am doing some nice damage. I needed to kill TDs if I remember right, which definitely helped with this. So now I just need to reload my whole clip again. And technically speaking, I don't need to, because that's why it's an auto reloader. But it does make it easier. It's nice to be able to clip people. So now I kind of want some help. I would appreciate some help. And I'm just like, he's probably going to eat me alive, so I'm just going to get the shots in that I can. And I hope that I can get some help from my team. And my team is arriving. I'm actually getting myself stuck, which is not helpful. And I really just want to get that last shell. He's eating a lot of damage. I'm hoping that that will kill him. Because that's the only thing when you see, when you're in sniper mode, you don't actually see all the data that you would otherwise. So I'm just capping the base. Don't really need to, just to secure things. Was kind of hoping he would peek out further. But he does not. And I decide to see if I can go after the convoy instead. Because I know that I'm a one-shot, and that's the thing. But I've been a one-shot for most of this game. And I was actually hoping to draw him to me and then maybe get some more damage in. And this is this is funny. Because I track him. And I've got the high ground, which makes it easier for me. And he actually bounces on me. And then I still get the kill. So that was nice. This is really a lucky game. The thing is though that the Emil 2, it's not that bad a tank. It's not that great a tank either. Hey Manu. And there we go, 30D. And I kinda want to get the last kill as well. I've got the shell for it. I just hope that I get the kill. And I do! And it's just a very casual, weird little game. Really lucky, really fun and good teammates. Because they saved my bum multiple times here. Like with the T30 in the Ice 4 in base B. And then later on the Conway as well. That just beautiful. It was a lovely little game. Cheeky little game, but a lovely little game. Even got a Reaper medal for that. So yeah, that was a funny game. Let's see, how many supremacy points did I get here? Oh, not even that many. Let's see, what else have I got for you? I'm curious about this game. So we're gonna watch this. You don't know what I'm talking about yet, but you will. I've seen the results of this game, and I really want to see what all happens, really. No legendary camo. It's a fun camo, though. DVP is one of those tanks, I don't drive it enough. I know it's a really good tank, and it's fun. But I prefer the whole basically spaghetti style more, so the also reloader. Those are very long days, Manu. Please do take care of yourself too. Oof. He's being very YOLO here, not gonna lie. How has he not been shot to health with this? This shouldn't have been possible, not gonna lie. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, he's gonna... Oh, no, he's not even gonna eat that. He's gonna bounce that. And then he's gonna get some assisted damage because he's basically just being mean. There you go. Yeah, he wants the juicy TVP, but that's not happening. Is he going to go after the bat chat? That would make sense. Nice and juicy little bat chat. It's gonna be the end of the bat chat. They're just like all ignoring him. What on earth is this game? That is ridiculous, not gonna lie. It's like he's got an invisible power or something like that. So he's now taking the hit because he can easily just clip him and then wait until he gets behind him again. He's just leaving the Death Star be, going where the HP is for now. Because now he's got one teammate. There you go. Oof. Dust almost gone as well. And there we go. Beautiful. That's such a... How on earth did he survive that? Very weird. Weird game, but great. Don't get me wrong. Definitely a great game. They even had 2 donuts. That's ridiculous. Let's see. What else have I got for you? I'm trying to avoid showing too many replays of the same people. Also curious about this one. It's very fun to stream tours. I hope you'll be back next season, Manu. Let's see. Thing is that when you see the rating score of the averages of the teams in beforehand, if you know that your score is quite a bit higher, then you also know that you're basically upping the average for your team, which means that your teammates will be more worse than the average of your team. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. I think it might be better to just remove that. Two Clipper Yo. One of my favorite tanks in the game. Absolutely love this thing. Especially with the 2-clip gun. 2-shotgun, I should say. 2-shot clipper. Ooh, nice shot by the Sherry there. Oh, I just love the scenery of this map. It's gorgeous. Yeah, they're not pushing far enough. Oh. They're not being idiots. Leo also not pushing further than that. See, I can't play like that. I'm not patient enough to play this way. And just being like... Campy. Regardless of what tank I'm in. Even if I'm in the Death Star, I do not like it. Nice. That should be the end of the IS-7. There we go. Now we've got the Leo over there. Oh no, sorry, Sheridan. And the Leo is arriving. Oh, beautiful. He does take out the Leo. Ooh, manages to bounce that. Look, they're bouncing each other. That's not good. There we go. 3v3, but they have a base. 3v2. T57 now on a clip reload. That's also going to be tricky. Thing is though with the mouse, is that they've got a lot of armor, and that's the whole point of the mouse. But it also makes it harder to take out. needs to take out that. He's gonna die. That's 60 CP. That was very much needed. This might be a tricky thing though. They have a base, they have the advantage. He does eat one. I think he hit the wrong kit. Don't think he meant to do that. He is trying to cap it, which makes me think that he has the advantage here for sure. He does take one for it. But if he just reloads his clip, he should have him. There you go. Beautiful. Bit of a farming game. Bit campy in the beginning, but it worked out beautifully. And see, this is what I mean. Like, the average of his team was like 38 something, I believe. Let me see. No, sorry, 42 something. But then when you know that you have a 5.3k rating, that also means that your team will on average be worse. Let's see, when was our next match again? Just to make sure that I'm not showing you too many. There we go, 50. So we've got like 30 minutes left. I'm gonna go over to the teams in a bit, when I can't show you any replays anymore because of the time. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Let's have a look at this one then. No, wait. Come on. I got another TVP game. So let's have a look. Oh, on the same map as we just left. Let's have a look. Lovely camo as well. I think that's the Winter Pro camo, isn't it? And TVPs together can be so absolutely brutal. They're fantastic tanks, and on its own it's already a good tank, but when you get two of them, if they're focus firing and they have the skill level of these two, then it's definitely very deadly. He's being quite forwards here, which can be a bit tricky. But he's not spotted anyone yet. I think he just wants to see where everyone is. They seem to be going towards where the A base would be. Oh, that is beautiful. Juicy. Oh, that is just mean. Oh, there's a Death Star there. That is a big yeet by the Death Star. Oh. Okay, that's one way to end the game, I suppose. My game just closed itself. GG. So let's get back into the game, shall we? I could actually see like it froze on a certain way and then the sound stops and I'm like, okay, that doesn't bode well. Let's see, I believe I still need to stretch it a tiny bit. There you go. Okay, let's try it again. And see if it can do that without crashing. I'm gonna skip, of course. Until we get to the part where we were. No, we were already there. This is where we were at. Okay. There's a rock there. Be careful of rocks, they can give away your position. You're just going to go to the red line there. See, this is what I mean. This is just... Look at this. How evil is this? Now she's reloading his clip, but they just brutally massacred that poor light. And now they decide to not really want to be there anymore. But they also kind of need to take care of the Death Star though. Ooh, there's a Leo. Oh, ow. Death Star found him. He's got 2 shells left. Woo! 8 HP for the win. Leo's full HP. That's gonna be an issue. Oh dear. His teammate is about to die. And he has to be careful with that Leo. He needs to reload in peace here. And not get proxy spotted or any such. There you go. That always helps. Still kind of think he went for the colo here. Potential colo. We only have 2 minutes left or something before we should be in the garage to get the accept the room thing. Oh, that bounce though. My man, that sounds like that. See, now you have to be very careful. You don't know where they're gonna come from. That's the issue. Let's see. Oh! He actually has to reload his clip again because he ran out of AP. Okay, I recorded this, so I'm going to skip a little bit here. Just to save us some time, because he is driving around a lot. And now he's just standing there. Beautiful. Sorry for the skipping a little bit. You missed some of the tension, but amazing game. Look at that. 6.7k. Water carry. 1797 basic speed. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Come on. There you go. Didn't miss much at least. Okay, so let's have a look at the other. E.g. upper phase and knocks to A1 and 1 is out. As is an M, raffle and trick. Istra, rejects, poke and ins are there. OGT and I are both gone and unlucky as well. For tonight that is. Acts, Apes, Cryon and Crawley are through. RNG and Krakeness are out. The rest of them I don't really know, to be fair. This is... Oof, Immo is out. But like Aqua and Ikra and Jones and Veil being through is not too big of a surprise there. Pink got knocked out tonight. Serenity did as well. Serenity, though, from what I've understood, is like a totally different Serenity. It's kind of like their second team rather than their first. Because their pro players are pretty much like in other teams. So that's what I meant before with the way that things are divided. It goes every which way. People do, I mean. So you have like new names with all players in there. And all teams with new players that don't have that history. So yeah, overall, not too big a surprise there. And in 11 seconds, we can actually go into Zoom and wait for the matches to start. And just have a look at lineups and everything. There you go. Rejects getting ready to face Pog. And they're ready. Now you see, like, this is a more serious lineup with the Streetwagens and the MX-54s and the LT. They're taking Pog more seriously than they did our last poor opponent. So we did 3 Streetwagens, Steves, 3 AMX-54s. And we have seen lineups like this working really, really well. So that is kind of meta-ish. And I say ish because like the meta is a bit more broader than it has been for some seasons. Like we had the Yo spam, the Kranvaga spam, and the Type 71 spam, and this is more options, more possibilities really. Pog still getting ready. They have just under 2 minutes left to decide on a definite lineup. And then we'll see what happens. Again, it is a best of 5. Meaning that the first team to reach 3 victories is through to the next round. And basically, if you want to reach top 8, there are 4 qualifiers. If you consistently win all your matchups, basically, then you have a pretty secure place then. It is still possible because there will be then you should have, I think, 4 qualifiers, which means that 16 teams can get first place. No, wait, I'm just confused. I'm confusing myself as well, which is not helpful. Oh, I'm never good at the math stuff. Basically, there's like 5 or 6 groups, which means 6 players getting the same amount of cups. You can get that times 4. But if you consistently win all of them, you're quite likely to be through. Not 100% a given, but likely. And there we go, Pog ready with 2 E5s, 3 VK72s, 1 Steve and a 1-1B. Well, if you're referring to that TVP game by Ball Carrier, He is a very OP player. He's got very high reaction, well, very quick reaction speed. He's really good. Also at tank positioning, using his tank properly, getting those little bounces and everything. Yes, it's part luck, but it's also definitely a lot of skill. Lots of different camos. Bobby Fischer going for the spot. All of rejects. No, not all of them. The E5s and one and the Steve are heading towards base A. The rest seems to be going base B. This is interesting. They're hoping to catch people unawares. Rejects is pushing very aggressively. First shots have been fired. VKs are now turning around. This could be very tricky. Those AMXs are doomed. This might have been overextending for the rejects. Being too forward, already lost the gun, hasn't taken out a gun themselves yet. Scorpion Drago in big danger, gets taken out as well. That's 2 guns gone. And now with Nagibator in trouble. The Steves are being pushed upon by the VKs, that's also a big issue. And they want to take out Steve, and they are splitting up their forces. But at the same time, Punisher's not looking too healthy. Bobby's lost a lot of HP. And now they have to be very careful. Tonikawa is moving in. They do take out Aquarel. Yestem looking the other way. There goes Nagibator. Bobby gets taken out as well. This was overextending by rejects. Not taking into account that those VKs would be going towards base B, and that basically sacrificed their AMXs. Broccoli wanted to go after Tonikawa. Tonikawa being forced to move elsewhere, losing a lot of HP for doing that. Archeol arriving. Broccoli is gone, but it's now a Colobanov situation, and Control is literally just controlling Slobin's tank downwards. And there he goes. The first game is for Pog. Hey, Cougar. Oh, Nemo. That message is not gonna age well. But yeah, this was basically just pushing those AMXs into the middle. That cost them the game here, because they just didn't take into account that there would be VKs there. And let's see. They're now leaving the LT behind, potentially, unless Brain is taking something else. Bobby is no longer taking the Vickers. With just under a minute left to go, we see 3 VK72s for Pog again. Together with a 1-1B, a Mouse, a Steve, and potentially another 1-1B. But it kind of depends on what they're ready up in. That is a lot of German steel to take, though. And that's both a strength and a weakness, because you have the armor, but you lack the mobility. Brain going for the E5. And let's see. 15 seconds left now. Before we go into the battle. And let's have a look. Dun 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 dun. And this probably has been a bit of a wake-up call for rejects that last game. That you can't just YOLO push like that and expect not to get punished for it. Now they're taking even more German steel, so that's also going to be interesting to see. Punisher and Brain and Tony Kawa. Basically Bobby Fischer is staying behind so they can't get flanked. But for the most part, this might be a trap, to be honest. Base A is being kept. Ooh, they're just missing each other there. AMX 54s. C is being kept, but POG has a cap advantage now. And now we have the E100 turning around. They're patiently waiting in town. Now they're turning around a little bit. Bobby not trusting it, but they're actually pulling back towards their spawn. Punisher taking a hit. So does Nagibator. This is the thing. They just have to hold. They don't need to push. They just need to let rejects come. Now the AMX is in the middle. Try. Ooh, shots from Aquarel over there. Bobby Fish has moved forwards a little bit. Scorpion Drago takes a bit of a hit. And they want to get shots in to the people on the hill. E5 and Street Wagons pushing in. So far not really doing enough, and as a result we now have the two AMXs in the middle being pushed by a lot of armor, and basically their hope is to use that armor in their advantage. But now Nagibator is literally being sandwiched. E100 is almost gone. Base B is being kept. We have Scorpion Dragon now in trouble. Rejects need to push fast, need to push hard, but Aquarel is the only one there. That's a lot of guns to put in for one Steve. Scorpion Drago is gone as well. Bobby Fish is capping the base. And this is very interesting to see though. Rejects seems to be in trouble. B is now being kept. C is left abandoned. They have a gun advantage. Brain has to be careful. They can't really afford to lose any HP for this. And now we have Yestem. Brain landing that shot. Yestem going for base C. But that's the thing with the German armor. They want to get the shots in, but at the same time they can't really afford to. Now Brain has to take that hit and be very careful about it as well. A lot of HP advantage on POG's side as well. This seems to be a miscalculation on Reject's part. Bobby is gone. Brain almost gone. Should be gone on the next reload. He can take a hit. He doesn't even need it. Ooh, nice little bounce there. 3v6. Slobin almost gone. He's between a rock and a hard place. Can't really do much of anything about that. Sunikawa has been taken out and we've already reached 1k points. But Slobin still goes down. Punisher still takes a massive hit. And the game is for POG. And Rejects, if they want to pull this back, they really need to find their footing again. Very well played here by both teams, but basically Pog has Rejects unbalanced, and if they win the next game, then Rejects is out for tonight. Because like I said, it is a best of 5. We are moving on to Camp Stiletto. Different map. Might work entirely different. And let's see. Rejects now taking 3 Steves, an IS-7. Oh, maybe not. TVP. There you go. 2 IS-7s, 3 Steves, a TVP, and potentially an AMX-54 versus an E5, a 60p, an LT, an IS-4, a Kranwagen, and 2 121Bs. They seem to be working quite nicely for Pog. And there you go, LT it is. And that's the thing though, Pog only needs to win the next game in order to go through. And like I said, it is single elimination. One of the 121Bs has been changed at the last second to an E5. But Rejects has to win 3 in a row in order for that to happen. And Pog seems to be very, very strong here. Let's see. This is one of my least favorite maps, like to play on, but also to watch tours on. Oh my god, look at the little snowman. That is cute. Bobby Fischer going the other way. No one going to the Citadel for Rejects, and that might be a danger on of its own. We have RKL being a typical light, going up the hill. Yassim losing some HP, crossing over. Ooh, Bobby Fischer getting shot at, and decides to not be there anymore. A and B both being taken right now. This is interesting though. B is so out in the open, it does get reset. And they do have to be careful, but they do get that base. And now they just need to not lose too much HP getting out of there. But look at this. That is a dangerous move. What are they doing? It kind of feels like a no guts, no glory kind of move. But I'm not sure if it's worth that. Broccoli pushing them. And they're shooting every which way. They're really between a rock and a hard place. This is it working. They took over the base A side though with that move. David is gone. They now have a Kranwagen that is being farmed from multiple sides. And they are losing HP for it. But what a ballsy move this is. Punisher in a bit of trouble. Broccoli now, the one that is set upon, is dropping down because he has no other option. And Slobin decides to go after him to take him out. 7 versus 3. Rejects being very dominant with a very ballsy move. I'm still not sure if this was the right way to go. Big it into Arcule. And he's going down, but now Tanikawa's also arriving there. And he will not have been wanting that. And there he goes. And lots of eyes also left. And now it's just Aquarel. And he's the last one left. And I don't think anyone saw this coming. TVP ramming, because why not? Big hits happening. Nagibator driving around. Might steal the kill here. Nope, it's Bobby Fischer that takes it home. in a 7-0. What a game. What a ballsy move. Wow. Very well played. And a little bit of a comeback. Now we have to see if they can continue this. Because that is the trick question, isn't it? They need to win 2 more in a row in order to go through to the next round. And Pog only needs that 1 win. And yes, Professor. Rejects was down 2 games. They're now down 1 game. And I'm all for this, to be honest, because the thing is, like, as Tour streamer, I'm always hoping for tiebreakers. Makes for much more interesting games. Let's see. With 36 seconds left to go, Pog is ready with 2 E5s, 2 Ice4s, a Steve, a LT and a 60p, versus an LT, a Type 71, 4 Steves and a Leo. That is a very, very mobile lineup though. And not really armored. But it can work out really beautifully if you have, like, all your ducks in a row. If you can make, like, the ballsy move that we saw last game. If you get away with that, you basically manage to wrap your tanks around the enemy. That works so beautifully. Let's see. And here we go. Can they continue this little, well, the start of a streak? You can't really call it a streak yet. There was only 1 victory, but Bobby Fischer heading towards the corner, not base A. All of Rejects is heading towards base A, but Pog seems to be going there as well, sending a lone tank to overlook base C, and he might meet Nagibato there. The Steves are gonna be meeting Pog at base A. This is gonna be interesting. Look at this, look at this, look at this. They speed boosted their way up there. I did not know that. No, without a speed boost, I'm not sure he's gonna make it up there. Arkeo loses some HP. They have base A. Slobin and Punisher both have lost a tiny bit of HP for that. But they have that base, and that is tricky as well. Now if Archeolda has been spotted, Scorpion Drago is looking that way, is shooting, did not hit, is getting shot back at. Oh my god, what a game. Already. Already! Oh. Archeol now losing a bit of HP. All of the Steves are now spotted. And they're now wolf packing. They're wolf packing the E5. Or no, they are holding back a little bit. They know that there's more tanks there. I think they were hoping to take out lots of eyes or else. Archeol losing a little bit more HP. Scorpion Drago. They kind of have to be careful not to overextend too much. We have the Leo now going after Archeol. Yes, I'm taking a hit. And this is basically, there's so much going on here. Rejects is holding. Nagibator has to be careful. They are farming each other. And Nagibator has no option. Like, I'm gonna show you. Because, like, he is using the rocks right now as his cover. And now he's staying spotted for 20 seconds again. And he can't really... See, this is... He needs to get those shots in. Now he's just getting farmed. But he can't get out of there. He's got a friend in Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer bounced. But Bobby Fischer is not spotted at the moment. And he's doing what really needs to happen. He's going after Arceol. And he might eat another one for it. But that will finally take out Arceol. And that was very much needed. At the same time, Nagibato is very low on HP. We have Scorpion Drago and Tonikawa being pushed. Those shots are not going as expected. Scorpion Drago is dropping down. Lots of HP lost. Nagibato has been taken out. Slobin. Oof. Barely alive. David gets taken out. There goes Slobin. Punisher not looking too long for this world either. Might escape. No, probably not actually. Does get taken out. It is 4v4. Aquarel barely alive. Tonikawa wants to get that shot in. He does not get it though. Base C is being kept. The LT basically securing victory by capping a base there. Because Coil is not going to be long for this world either. And Controller is being very... Ooh, that bounced though. Base A now being stolen. Coil knows he's not going to survive it. So he's going to try and decap. He does not get there. 3v3. Tonikawa focusing on Aquarel. He gets taken out. 3v2. Scorpion Drago. Not long for this world. But Rejects is already at 816 points. They can afford to lose a tank. Now we... Ooh, cheeky. Scorpion Drago might not survive this. He might still get... He does get the kill. But even if Scorpion Drago doesn't survive this, it's all good because they have 2 bases. They're at 900 points. He will probably die. Actually, let me fly in for that. He actually bounced that. And now it's definitely his fate is sealed. And Scorpion Drago is the one to take him out. But what a game. 2-2. Amazing. That was so cheeky again though. And in this case, that whole play at base C with Nagibato using the rocks to keep himself safe, steadily farming Arceol bit by bit until Bobby Fischer could go in and actually take him out. That was very much needed. He still died, Leo, Nagibator. But a fantastic game. So now we get to go to Canal for our tiebreaker. That's going to be highly interesting as well. We see some mobility being taken at box side. We see 2 TVPs in IS7 and LT, 1 Steve so far. And David and Els still need to take one. There you go, David taking a 1-1-3. 50 seconds left to go. And Rejects is going with an LT, a type, potentially 3 Steves, but not entirely certain. We see the Yos making an appearance. 2 of them now. Is Tonikawa going to stick with the mouse though? No, it's a T-Fist and Heavy. That is an interesting lineup though. And Pog is finishing their lineup with an IS7. 3 Steves, 2 Yos, a Type 71 and an LT. That is highly... Oh. You have 6 seconds. Stop messing around with your tank. Just ready up. There you go. Oh my god. I get stressed from that sort of stuff, honestly. And let's see. And I have a feeling that those Yos are going to be protecting base B. But that's just my hunch. Bobby decides to not want to be there. The TVPs are heading towards base A. D. Steves are heading towards base A. Koyo going for an early cap. Ooh, we have the Yos being very forwards here. They don't see who's capping the base though. There's... Ooh, blind shots. And Pog is steadily being reset. There goes Arceol. And he loses a bit more HP. He lost a lot of HP for that though. And they did not cap the base either. But now the Yos have to be careful to not get farmed by the TVPs. Because that is what Arceol is going to be doing. He's going to be spotting them. And this is exactly what I thought the Yos would do. As in going towards this position, holding that ramp and securing the base. And now we have rejects basically fanning out, that's the word I was looking for. To try and find a position to hold. And just secure the bases that they've got. Because they don't really need to do anything else here. So they know that someone is in spawn or on the hill or on the bush or there or something. They're attempting to get base C again. They are blind shooting. But they can afford to let them have it, to be honest. They're 100 points in favor of them. How amazing would it be, though, if this actually went in? If they managed to hit Arceol there. They are blind shooting the bush, but he is not in the bush. Okay, that's the thing that people have learned. Bushes are too predictable, so you need to place your tank in a place where you don't get spotted, so you don't shoot. Otherwise your camo rating drops. Ooh, nice shot there. Bobby Fish is pretty much doing the same thing. He is in a bush, but he's not there to actually do anything more than just be there. And cap. And basically not cap, spot. And just pass along information. And now Rejects is just steadily waiting. Because if there's going to be a push, it's likely going to be at base B. Yeah, exactly what Coil here says. They sense it too. Because that is the likely point of attack. They can't get to base A in time. But they can try to take base B. And Coil does not want to be alone for that. TVPs are... Ooh. Cheeky little shot there. TVPs are getting ready to move in. Not spotted yet. Coil has been spotted now. Has to be careful. TVPs are now spotted. Pull back. Oh my god. That did not go exactly as they wished. Coil has lost a lot of HP. And we have Broccoli now having been farmed to death here. This is the trap. It's a trap. It's all a trap. Coil is gone. Base B is being stolen. But now they're moving in to take out lots of Ls. And he gets taken out. David is going to be the next target in line. Rejects is going to lose Bobby Fischer. But there goes David. 919 points. They want to get the juicy TVP or the Sieve. They don't really care which one. They just need one more kill to secure it. And now they're just going to stand in the base. Scorpion Drago. Oh, if they kill him, if they kill Yestem, Scorpion Drago is gone. And now it's just Aquarel here. Punisher. They're looking in the other. Arceol actually gets taken out. And Rejects has the game. Guys, what a comeback this was, though. They seemed so unbalanced, so uncertain in open start, and then just Camp Still happened, and this happened. That trap, base B was the trap, and they all knew it, but they still had to take it, because otherwise they would have just lost on points. Brilliant game. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. So that's the next matchup up and over. And now EG Appa both doing good here. Let's see when is our next. In 20 minutes. Okay, I can show you a few replays. Istra making it through to the top as well. Not all the groups are known yet by the looks of it. So we're going to wait for that. I'm going to show you some replays first. And then we'll look at the other groups. Let's see, what have I got for you? Let's look at another TVP game, because it's actually quite fun to compare then. I got a lot of other replays too, mind you, but just like with all the TVP, you can see how well this tank can do. Let's have a look. Again with the pro camos. Absolutely love them for that, to be honest. They're such a gorgeous camo. I kind of wish we had that kind of camos as well. But I wouldn't really have earned them because I don't fight at this level. That's the whole thing. It's basically a badge that shows how well you play and how well your team play as well. Oh my god, he's actually camping over there? Okay, the last one didn't go in, but still. Bit of a Death Star hit. I wonder if those are all going in. They might well do, to be honest. Nice, just casually reloading his clip again. Because that's the thing with TVPs. The clip thing is basically the main weakness of the tank. He's not showing himself enough. Neither is the AMX. I wonder if the Leo is going to push over. Yeah, he might be. If he thinks the SCB is alone. He's losing teammates very fast though. Oh, I was just gonna say that actually made it easier, but maybe not. Now he has to reload his clip again. His main hope is to stay on spotted because it's 2 versus 6. Oh my god. Three, 2. And they need to take out that Leo. They can't afford not to. There you go. Woo! You don't want to meet that. Oh my god, but this is between a rock and a hard place, to be honest. That was very needed. Well done, STB. Too many Death Stars. Oh no. Oh. This is gonna be very tricky. Oh. So now you are alone against 2 Death Stars. Oh my god, the stress. There's a train there. Don't get stuck, honestly. Mm. Oh my god, that was pure. That bow. What even is this? That is utterly ridiculous. Yes, don't drive against buildings and stuff. Use the buildings to get away. Oh my god. Let's see if we can make this happen. God, he was so prepared for that. He just didn't shoot. Whew, this match is way too intense, not gonna lie. There's not that much time left. The 183 has to hunt. Oh, wow. Some of the blind shots actually went in, apparently. Pre-aim? Pre-aim the right way? Nah! I would have been having a heart attack here. I'm not even playing this, and I'm making all the noises as if I am. 32 seconds left. Nah! That was way too close. This game though. Oh my god. I can't believe he actually won that. What even is that game? Amazing. Utterly ridiculous, but amazing. A bit of luck involved as well, but oh my god. Ridiculous. Great teammate in the STB though, for sure. Let's see, how long do we have left? I always forget this sort of stuff. 10 minutes. I can show you one more. Maybe a quick game. Let's see if this is the one that I meant it to be. Otherwise I need to... No, this is the one I meant it to be. Like yesterday I showed a game in the standard B and I was like, how is this an ace? And I still don't understand it. This game, however, was a lot more fun. It's not an ace though. Let's see. This is always a bit boring. Let's skip a bit to the battle actually beginning. Yeah, exactly. Agassi just said this comeback shouldn't be happening. Yeah, exactly that. So this also didn't really particularly start all that well. But I just basically wanted to continue capping the base. We didn't know where the rest of them was. That's an issue. I was hoping he would cross over by there. But he didn't, so I decided to just let the T-22... There he is. There's the tortoise. And this, like I said, this is a very weird game. There's the Minotauro, and I don't really want to wrestle with him. At the same time, I'm not good at just standing there and not doing anything. I tend to be a lot more YOLO. So with them going there, I actually managed to not catch shot for that. I still don't understand how. So then we just basically just do that and take the kill. No idea why the STB and the E1 are running from here. Well, to be fair, there's a lot of tanks here, but most of them are low HP. So I kill steal that one as well. Now the STB isn't a brawler, but I'm not really loaded either. That's not helping. But there you go. This game is a lot more intense. It's not really... Like, this is good teamwork as well. We're sort of like wrapping around the map and everything. In this stage I kind of decide to go not necessarily YOLO, but definitely not being careful. I actually managed to not get hit for that. But game for game, I mean, I'm not particularly epic, but I like this game a lot more than I did the other one. It's a lot more interesting to watch. And there you go. And I kind of want to help on Minotaur. I actually managed to bounce that, which is like super pro. And then the waffle arrives. There's just a lot more action in this game. I'm not saying that this is an ace game, mind you. But it feels more like an ace game than the other game did. And the other game is just like, how? What? And there we go. I do a tiny bit of ram damage. Maybe not even anything. It was fun. This was actually my last calibration game. It's a first class, nearly 4k damage. It's a nice game, but it's a lot more ace worthy than the other game was. And again, not saying that this was an ace game, but like compared to the other game, this was a lot more intense. It's weird. Let's see. Now we can't really go into the replays anymore. So, EAG and Appa, Istra and Rejects, Axe and Crowley, Aqua and Ikra, Jones and Vil. This was a very intense group, not gonna lie. Raid and TQT. And that's it. So there's 5 groups, which means that there's 5 people with first place. Yeah, like seriously, if you get like first place in all the top, you should be able to reach top 8. Surely. This is nice to see EG back. Under their own tag. Like most of the players have been in other teams last season. So there's that. That's basically the confusing thing. Like when you look at the team names, you can't really... Oh, that's that team. No, that like with the team with Serenity, they're a very different team then. And in this case, you see old names, but most of them are also old players that were in EG for a long, long time. Actually, let me see. Actually, no, I probably can't. No, I can't. We're just gonna quickly see how many supremacy points are in that standard B game, but eh. So now we just wait. And then we get to go see what's going to happen in the last matchup of the evening. The first final or grand finals of the first qualifier, basically. And what happens today doesn't say all that much yet. It's the next qualifiers that are going to determine who has the most chance of reaching top 8. And to be fair, having to go against Isra is no mean feat either. So this is going to be definitely a very interesting matchup. Both very OP and kind of anything can happen. They're not really the standard kind of teams. They can be quite aggressive, they can be quite tactical. But yeah, almost ready to go into the room. There we go. And we have rejects ready with 2 mice, an E5 and 4 Steves for Winter Malinovka. And on Isra we see a Yege happening. That would be interesting. If they continued, if that is not a troll pick and they actually take that, that's going to be highly interesting to watch as well. Exactly, I guess Agassi. That was just like proper teamwork. I love games like that when it just works out beautifully. And this is much more interesting than the other game. Two minutes left. Just over. Isra sporting a 1-1-3, 1 Steve, an Ice 4, 2 E5s, a Yege, and an LT. And to be fair, a Yege can definitely work, especially on a map like Winter Malinovka. If you put it on top of that little hill ridge kind of thing with the rocks and the wooden thingies that you can drive through and all. But yeah, we'll see what it does. Also, I've understood that the name of their team actually means hawthorn, which is a kind of tree. Or a bush. With lots of red berries, at least. It's quite pretty. Just over a minute left to go. This is always the boring part. I don't really have anything to say at this stage other than looking forward to these matches because they're gonna be interesting for sure. And I'm really curious how the Jaeger will perform. Like the Steves, kind of like when they move back together, they can eat a tank alive. Yes, they're fairly juicy tanks and one of them or more of them will probably get killed. But still. Bobby not entirely certain about his mouse or maybe needed to change something about the layout. I'm going to trust Agassi. He knows basically, he can read the Russian, or the Cyrillic I should say. I shouldn't call it Russian, but the Cyrillic in the chat. I can't understand anything that's being said then. But luckily he can, so I'm trusting him to read that and deal with that, or if they ask me a question to tell me. And here we go into the first game of the grand finals for the first qualifier for spring season for the EU server. No idea what's being said there. Oh, Jupiter camo. This looks really fun on this tank. Let's see. The mine is actually starting kind of low. And it looks like rejects is all pushing together. We have magnitude that's going to go for a quick look at the bottom. Tonikawa spotting him. He spotted pretty much. He spotted the mice and everything. Coil taking a hit. Magnitude managing to escape without taking any damage. But they know that the mice are down there now, so that's going to make it interesting as well. And as a result, we have Neep moving into base B, and No Skill Just Luck going for base C, because it's basically a safe way to secure 2 caps. Coil going up the ramp now. And that's the downside of going towards A. I think they had really hoped to catch Magnitude unawares, to catch him camping in that little bush, to spot them and then murder him brutally, but he was not there. He was never there. Magnitude. Ooh, once Slowbean got spotted, he's like, yeah, I don't really want to be there. He's like pretty much the preferred target here, and they don't want to let him be that. So now the Steve's holding. And Neep is kind of alone, but none of the tanks from Istra are really alone. There's people near them that can help them. And now we have, I don't know what the name is, in the middle. The Jäger is there. Coil takes a hit. And they are farming the 113 here. Slowly but surely. They do want to take him out. And he is almost out. He's got 160. Oof, big hit into Coil there. And now we have Tonikawa moving around. He's gone. The Jäger is being surrounded. He might still get a big hit though. Nope, he does not get the chance. 700 points. Schlobing gets taken out. We have Dirty Devotion that is now being focused on. He's actually getting stuck behind the rock a little bit. And he's actually like, this is really well. He's not making it easy to take him out alive, and he's making sure that Scorpion Drago is going to lose more HP trying to take him out. And he will still get taken out. 915 points now for Istra. And they need to get... Oof, Dirty Devotion gets taken out. Tonikawa. They need to take those bases. Even if they can't cap the bases, they need to stay in those bases. And they're steadily being farmed. Tonikawa has to be careful that he's not wheeled down too far. And now we have Coil arriving as well. That is dangerous though. They don't have that much HP. Neep. There goes Neep. It is a pretty close one. C has been taken. Banana Abu Dhabi is holding. They're looking at him. Magnitude is arriving at the back. They kind of need to push forwards, because Scorpion Drago is not going to survive this. They have no choice. Drago has been taken out. 960 points. They can't afford to lose anyone else. Now they technically can. Base A has been kept as well. Magnitude trying to go for base C. Coil turning around to help deal with that. 990 points. See, they do have it, rejects. Amazingly so. What a close, weird game this was. This was Isra's to lose, to be honest. Fantastic little game here. Well pushed by rejects. And sort of like slowly but surely whittling them down, and just... I don't know. Isra just didn't seem ready to absorb the push. Let's see. Just over a minute left to go before we go into the second game. This is a best of 7, by the way. That means that the first team to reach 4 victories, not 3, 4, is the one that takes home the most cups this qualifier. So we now have 2 mice again, an AMX 54, potentially 3 Steves and an AMX 50B, 4 rejects. And on Istra's side, we see 3 E5s, 1 Steve, a 60p, and potentially a 113 and an LT, depending on if they're already up in this. Let's see. There we go, 2 113s it is. No LT anywhere. Or maybe one of the E5s is going to become 1. It's now 8 seconds. It's a 1-1B. We see that quite a bit now. Interesting as well. It is such a lovely tank though, especially if you have like the golden camo on it. It looks so good. He does not have that though. And let's see. And now we have rejects heading towards the BC area. But we see that Istra is doing the same thing. So that can lead to quite some fireworks here. Big Banana Abu Dhabi arriving there first. Might cross over without getting spotted. Does spot people there. Tony Kawa arriving there. Slobin as well. First shot has been taken and delivered. Both sides. And now the Steves at a bit of a disadvantage because Isra is just pushing brutally here. And now the Steves are at a disadvantage. Slobin got taken out so quickly here. This is what I meant. They can play tactically. They can play aggressively. And this is definitely very aggressively. Tony Kawa in trouble. Liberty just arriving to just add more damage there. There goes Tony Kawa. And goes the first one from Isra that gets taken out. Neep not looking too healthy, but this is the thing. AMX has almost reloaded. They need to take out tanks. They need to take out guns. Neep has been taken out. Magnitude is gone, but so is Coil. Dirty Devotion is now the preferred target. It is 3v4. And HP wise, Isra doesn't even have the advantage. Even though they have a gun up. And they kind of want to take out Big Banana. You have Scorpion Drago there. They need to take out Big Banana. They need to take out the juicier tanks. And they are going to go after the AMX. That's their preferred target. No skill, just luck. Will eat that last shell. And he's still alive, if barely. And now Scorpion Drago is going to get taken out, and there's nothing they can do about that. They can take out no skill. There you go. It's 2v2. Base C has been kept. Ilbury. Dirty Devotion. Basically, they're now just all looking at each other. Bobby is heading the other way. They want to take out Devotion. I'm gonna go and have a look in his direction. Because if he's get pushed, and if he goes that way, then Bobby Fish is going to get him. And he's gone. That was a gun too slow. Turning too slow. Ilbury now arriving. Does not pen that shot. Bigot. Ilbury in trouble. Is not going to be able to... Well, he's going to be able to go around the mouse here, but there's just too much HP here. Both mice actually just bounce on him though. But now they're in a very tricky position. Nagibator is arriving. He's HEing him. That just feels mean. Bobby Fischer takes the kill. And the game is for rejects. What games those? Both of these. Slobin not actually getting a shot. I thought for sure that Istra would have this when they pushed the Steves, and the Steves lost so much HP that quickly. But they pulled it back. Very well done. 2-0 so far in the scoreboard, but we saw that basically last match that all happened as well, and then Rejects made a comeback, so nothing's determined yet. We are getting ready for Dynasty Sprawl. Different map, different mindset generally, sort of like a mental reset. Just over a minute left to go before we go into that game. I get what you're saying, Jadu. Or Jilid. I'm probably pronouncing that all wrong, sorry. But let's go with edutanks. Some words are best avoided in the chat, even if I know what you're saying and what you're referring to. And there we go. Now we now see 2 mice, a YK2, 3 VK72s, and a 60p for rejects. I'm not sure what they're gonna do here. And on the other side, we see an IS7, a Steve, a 60p, potentially 3 E5s, and a 113 for Istra. No, it's another 60p. Oh my god, that German seal though. What on earth? What are you doing? Let's see what happens here. Let's have a look. It's a funny map, this though. It's kind of like the preview or the mini map. It looks like a little bit of a panda, and I'm pretty sure that that was done on purpose. Let's see. So much German steel though. I mean, you kind of have to wonder what on earth when you see this lineup, don't you? Why is Scorpion Drago driving backwards? Istra sticking together quite wisely. Oh, big hits into, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. I think I have known, that makes it worse. My memory is absolutely lost. Nagibator arriving in the middle. And now the two 60Ps are between a rock and a hard place. Cheeky shot there. This I think was over the... into the cupola. Base B has been kept. The mice now pushing the 60Ps. That is just... Look at the... It's actually... It's working. What even is this? There goes Neep. No skill, just luck. He's almost gone Ilbury. In trouble as well. The mice are just being mean to them. And Slobin actually is not looking too healthy either. But look at the HP just vanish. All that German steel. Dirty Devotion. In trouble as well, being blocked. It's ridiculous. When I saw this lineup, I was pretty sure that it was a troll lineup, that would not work. And now we just have Where is he? There he is. Banana, look at that HP just vanishing. Poor guy. Honestly. Tony Kana arriving there. Should just being more mean. There you go. He bounces that and Tony Kana takes him out. Makes him take his hat off. And it's a 7-0. What even is this? Oh my god, honestly. Like, okay, basically, I know Isra is a lot better than what we're seeing here, but I don't think anyone, having seen this lineup, thought that this would be the result. Oh, ridiculous. Fantastic as well, but ridiculous. So now it is 3-0 for Rejects. If they win the next game, then they've got this matchup. I wonder if they thought that this would in any way work, to be honest. One minute left. Israel now taking a nice 4, a Steve, a 60p and 4 E5s. And on Reject side we see 2 AMX 54s. Potentially a bunch of E6s. So that's also going to be interesting to watch. Very different lineups here. They have still have 34 seconds left to ready up. 4 E6. I mean, at this stage, are they trolling or is this like serious? I mean, forget the fact that it's actually working and against a clan like Istra as well. But how? And there we go. 4 E6s, 2 AMX 54s, and 1 Type 71 because why not? And to be fair, this is a lot more likely to work than the last lineup was. Because of just the fact that all of these tanks, they're sort of similar. They're very different tanks, but they're similar in the way of they're like a bit heavier. They've got some armor, they've got like hold down things, they got a bit of mobility, they got nice guns and everything. The battle with the German steel was mind blown, honestly. Let's see. Honestly, I'm still at a loss for words regarding the last match. But now we seem to be getting a showdown at base C. Neep arriving in the middle there, so does Bobby. A little bit of damage being done there, not much. Tony Kawa being very forwards here. I'm not sure that they meant to do this. He is going to take some hits for that. No skill, just luck being farmed here. He's the preferred target. Bobby Fischer also not looking too healthy. They're basically just all pushing in here. Nagibato, they're going after Big Banana Abu Dhabi. Isra is in trouble, honestly. They are in a lot of trouble. Very little HP left for Dirty Banana. That actually did not kill him. Bobby has also been taken out. Tony Kama not looking too healthy, but still survives. Somehow. I don't know how. Magnitude. Managing to get some bounces in. They're focusing on the low HP targets. Devotion is now being set upon by the AMX-54 and Nagibato. They're just cleaning up here. 6 versus 2. Tony Kawa might finally go down. No! 4 even! And he still gets a shot in. That RNG is just mean, honestly. And I think he's actually given up, and I can't blame him. And he actually still does not get to kill him. Tony Kawa, luckiest man alive. Quite literally, luckiest man alive. These games were just absolutely nuts, though. Well, yes, you have a point. Agassi just said, pretty sure that if a top team chooses not tournament popular tanks, then they have a plan. But it's also like at this stage, because it's the first qualifier, yes, more cups definitely helps. But when you're 2-0 ahead, you can actually get away with trying a weird tactic, see if it works. And I don't think any of them was quite sure that it would actually work. And that just makes it all the more funnier that. But this game as well, it was very aggressive, but it worked out beautifully. And Rejects takes home the points. The cups, well, like the most cups. Absolutely insane games. Fantastic to watch. These are the kind of things that I love it. I really do. So let's see, is this known yet? No, that is still coming. I'm not surprised. It's Appa versus EG. Now we can actually see how Pog and Ins have gone. 4-1 for Pog. I'm not going to wait for all the things to be over, by the way. So they're still going as well. Akfa versus Ikra. That's also going to be a very interesting match. I want to see Jones and Veal as well. How that is going. Probably also going on still, I think. No, they're done. 4-1 for Jones. Raid and TQT also still going. So that's it for tonight. Basically, we will have cups, we have leaderboard and everything. But for now, this is it. I will be back in, let's see when it starts. April 26th. No, so I will be back on the 27th then, because basically I don't stream the first day, I stream the second and third days. To be fair, honestly, that is the game for me so far. That 2 game was insane. Please send the replay of that game into one of the tool replay channel, because that is just absolutely nuts. So yeah. Thank you for the amazing games tonight, especially Rejects, especially the match with the German steel. You've been absolutely awesome tonight, honestly. But also, of course, Isra, you played beautifully. It didn't work out for you tonight, but I've seen you play before and you have been amazing. And of course, Pog as well, and Paul wanted as well. We didn't see all the teams, but basically, the games that we did saw have been amazing. The comeback and everything. Like, I'm set to a clan, I'm set to a team, and I kind of like, I know that my commentary is, then always takes a bit of a turn. Like, I'm speaking from their perspective more than from the other team. But in this case, you couldn't help it with the insane games that we've had. That move on Castilla with the street wagons just going like around base B like that. It's just nuts. You guys are nuts, honestly. But it's been beautiful and it's been an absolute privilege to watch that. So thank you for these amazing games. And thank you, like I said, Isra and Pog. And Wanted as well. Kudos to you as well. And congratulations to Rejects for taking home the first qualifier here. So that's going to be it for me tonight. I hope you all have a very lovely evening. And I will be back on the 27th to stream the second day of the second qualifier. And I hope to see you all then. So until then, have a good evening. And thank you all for watching. And Agassi, thank you for minding the chat for me. And bye-bye.